Yo, 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 it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about would she rather have you retain or would she rather have you relapse consistently? Is there a correlation between you retaining and her wanting you more, or does it not matter? And in my opinion, I feel like it matters a lot. Because when you retain, what tends to happen is you become a lot more focused. Your sexual market value just raises. You start hiring your standards, and I mean, if you start hiring your standards, it just means that like you're no longer gonna take the crumbs. You wanna take the whole cake. And the thing is like the thing about semen retention is that one, it just gives you a lot more confidence, and confidence is pretty much the number one thing you need if you're trying to track anything and anybody. If you're trying to track, let's say, a mate, or you're trying to earn a business number or like get a job or something like that, you would need confidence. Confidence is probably the number one thing. And the thing is, when you go on retention, you just become a lot more confident. You become a lot more confident. You no longer you're no longer coming from a lack standpoint. You're coming from an abundance standpoint. And now you're a lot more choosy of who you want to relapse with. You just become a lot more choosy because you realize that you're a higher value male. Because the thing is, people talk about, oh, semen retention, don't do it for the woman. And I mean, obviously, we're not doing it for the woman, we're doing it for ourselves. But the thing is, the woman becomes a byproduct of the person that you're becoming. The woman becomes a byproduct of the person that you're becoming, because like you're becoming the best version of yourself. And obviously, if you're becoming your best version, you're gonna attract other people's best versions, and then you're gonna live in harmony. But if you're coming from a lower vibration, you're not gonna attract someone who has a higher enthusiasm for life. It doesn't correlate. So I mean, the best thing is to have a high vibration, to have a high aura, so you can match somebody with similar frequencies. And when you go on semen retention, your vibration has skyrocketed to the point where you no longer the lack mentality that you used to have no longer bothers you. You're coming from an abundant standpoint. You become a lot picky and choosy. And the thing is, if you shower these things in with like meditation, cold showers, working out consistently, reading, and things like that, you're just gonna be higher. You're just gonna have a higher enthusiasm for life because you're actually getting things done. You're actually getting things done instead of just waiting for someone to do things for you. And the thing is, like she would rather have you when you're on retention than when you're not on retention, just because of the vibes that you start giving off. Like I said, you're a lot more focused. Whatever, maybe you have a job, maybe you're a business owner, maybe you're doing whatever you do to earn money. You become a lot more focused. You start trying new things. You might start taking a little bit more risk because you're just becoming a lot more confident. You're giving out the confident masculine energy. And I mean, the confident masculine energy is pretty much the type of energy that can transcend you into a newer life, into the 2.0 version of your life. And she probably just desire you a lot more when you go on retention, just by the way you start acting, by your priorities, by whatever you do in your free time. Because like the thing is, when you're vibrating from a lower vibration, when consistently relapsing, when you consistently relapse, you're just one, you're not as smart as you could be. You care too much. You have one nightus. You're from a very lack mentality. You're not as intelligent as you could be. you're not as dynamic as you could be. You're not as vibrant as you could be. And I mean, if you consistently hold this lower type of vibration, you consistently lower your um you just you're just you're just giving very unenthusiastic aura and unenthusiastic energy. It's just harder for you to for her to be that attracted to you. Because the thing is, once you retain for a while, like I said, you become a lot more focused. And then if you're focused, you probably you probably don't take her into question as much. And if she has to fight for your attention, then that might be a good thing. It might be a good thing, but if you're like constantly showering her with like attention, like all the time, and it's not coming from an abundant standpoint, but it's coming from a needy standpoint. Oh, then you'll pretty much be written off. And the thing is, what does semen retention do to the psychology of a man? Because what semen retention does, what it's really doing is that it's just making you a lot more attractive in all areas of on all areas of your life. It just makes you a lot more attractive, by the way you carry yourself, by maybe by your physical how you physically look, um what you like to give your attention to, and how your mindset works. because because once you go on retention for a while, the seminal fluid starts reabsorbing into your entire body, and now it's giving you more. There's more atoms, more blood circulation to through your mind, and now you start. There's more ideas that kind of flow into your mind, and then you start having very good ideas. And these ideas maybe come from the Most High, the infinite source. Because what it really is, it's your subconscious and the your subconscious and infinite intelligence, and they're co-creating, and they're basically helping you get what you want, get what you want. And this is just more prevalent when you go on retention, because you're giving off a higher vibration. You're giving off higher energy. Because like the thing is, the better vibes you give off, the more confident, the more enthusiastic, the more certain you are about certain things. The world has no choice but to mirror those things back to you. So I mean, the thing is, the best thing for you to do is just give off very powerful vibes. Very powerful vibes. Everything you do, just do it very powerfully. um Never do anything half in. You have to be all in, or you're all out. Just like do things very 100% confidently, and then you will start seeing the rewards of whatever you're broadcasting out. Because the thing is, a lot of guys like to give out very unenthusiastic energy. They think it may work, they don't think it may work, they're unenthusiastic, they think the fear is out to get them, they're fear stricken. They give them excuses as to why things can't happen. And then they realize why the results are subpar. You have to be very confident with whatever you're doing. Be very confident with whatever you're doing. And I mean, if it doesn't work, at least you can go back and you can adjust. But if you give out low confidence, it's obviously it's gonna fail before it starts. It's gonna fail before it starts. So the best thing is to give out very high energy, go on semen retention, become more focused in your life, become purposeful, and just start hitting on all cylinders. Because at some point, the type of things that you want, they're gonna start manifesting. They're gonna start coming, and it's up to you for you to receive them. It's up for you to receive them. And it just becomes a lot easier for you to receive things when you go on retention. When you're exhibiting positive energy, and you really don't have time for any more mediocre or lack mentality type of people. Because the thing that starts happening when you go on longer streaks of retention is that you no longer can correlate with people who are very petty. You no longer correlate with people who are petty. You only correlate with people who have higher vibrations, who are more people who are more enthusiastic, more authentic about their life. And once you can do that, it's just a lot easier for you to mastermind with people who are giving off similar vibrations, similar auras, similar mindsets, and it's easier. But someone with a higher vibration can't really be in the same room for a long time with someone who's always talking negative, always talking about things that are not happening and are just feeling sorry for themselves. If that makes sense. So yeah, like she wants you more when you go on retention. You might look like a snack to her if you go on retention for a while and you're purposeful and you're on your mission. Just remember that. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.